please state your name?
Gail Fitzgerald.
Miss Fitzgerald, where do you live?
I live in Nita City.
And are you employed?
Yes, I am.
How are you employed?
I work as a legal secretary for Harry Loomis.
And what does Harry Loomis do?
He's a personal injury attorney here in Nita City.
And were you working on May 3rd of 2010?
I was.
What time did you get off work?
Before 9:30.
What did you do when you left the office?
I started to take the bus home.
And where did the bus take you?
It took me to a bus stop, my bus stop, to go to my apartment.
And about what time was it when you got off the bus?
It was around 9:45.
And what did you do when you got off the bus?
I started to walk home.
Did anything happen while you were walking home?
Yes.
What happened?
I was attacked and a man stole my purse.
Now, did you get a good look at this man?
I did.
Did you get a good look at his face?
Yes, he was very close to me.
Could you please describe what this man looked like?
He was bigger than me, about 5'9", 5'10", not too fat or too strong, but a medium build. And his face, he had long hair, and he had a mustache, and really reminded me of a hippie.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
Yes, he had really dark pants and a white t-shirt.
Do you see that man here in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you please point him out? May the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant. Now, you said this man tried to take your purse, right? Could you describe that in some more detail? Tell us exactly what happened.
Well, I was just walking, and I was about a block away from my house when I heard this noise, and so I turned around, and right as I turned around, I felt him pulling on my arm and pulling on my purse. And so, he wouldn't let go, and he saw that I was holding it, and so that we were struggling.
So, were you willing to let him take your purse, or did you try to stop him from taking the purse?
I tried to stop him.
Now, what happened during that struggle? I mean, were you able to stop him from taking the purse?
I wasn't. He's quite a bit larger than me, and he pushed me to the ground.
Okay, now, what did the defendant do after he pushed you to the ground?
I mean, he just ran away with my purse.
Okay, now, what did you do after the defendant took your purse and pushed you to the ground?
I started to walk home. I walked home.
What did you do when you got home?
I immediately called the police.
And did the police do anything?
Well, they came in about 10 minutes, and they asked me what happened, and I told them.
And did you describe the man who attacked you?
Yes.
Now, was this the last time you spoke to someone from the police department?
No, about 3 days later, they called me and asked me to come down to the police headquarters. And I did, and there I identified my attacker.
Now, you said you identified your attacker. What exactly happened there?
Well, I went down to the police headquarters, and they showed me a mugshot and asked me if I recognized the man, and I said, yeah, I recognized him. He was the man who attacked me.
Okay, now, were you sure that that was the man who attacked you, or were you hesitant?
I was very sure.
Okay. There's one final thing I want to ask. Is there any doubt in your mind as to the man who took your purse and threw you to the ground?
None whatsoever.
Who did this to you?
James Lawrence.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor.